Hello, welcome to today's edition of Pegasus Test. On today's edition, we're doing Stage 11 of the Hesco Zombie Invitational 3-Gun of 2019, the Path Less Traveled. Sometimes the path less traveled is less traveled for a very good reason, because there's too many damn zombies along it. Our job here is to make the path less traveled the path of least resistance. Okay, this is a redo of Stage 5 from the day before, except this time you're doing it with your shotgun and pistol, or just your pistol. It's optional. You've still got the same 90-second par time, and you've still got the same problems you got to deal with. So at the start of the start buzzer, you run over to the log and grab either a combat shovel or a tomahawk and your throwing stars, and this time you got 2 zombies to deal with instead of 3. So you chuck the tomahawk at the first one and the throwing star at the second. From there, you run over and take some cover behind a tree, and you deal with 15 zombies in sets of 5 that look just like bowling pins. It's amazing the similarity. You knock all those down, and then you run up to your log barricade, and with your shotgun or your pistol, engage the 5 zombies in the woods. It's a failure to neutralize if your tomahawk or throwing stars don't stick. You'll notice in that part of the stage that my tomahawk gets a good solid hit, it just doesn't stay in the woods. And on the throwing star one, boom, just flicked it out there and boom, right in his neck. So that was a pretty good one. Over at the zombies that look like bowling pins, that was almost pretty good for me. You know, the first 5 went down, second 5 went down. When I got to the third 5, well, one of them was a little rough. Took a lot of shots to get him to go down. That's probably because I missed a lot of times. But the other ones on the shelf went down 1 shot each, which was nice, but it took up a little too much time compared to what it should have taken. When I ran over to the final barricade to engage the 5 zombies in the woods, that's where gamesmanship came in. The intent was that you would take your shotgun and you would hit the center of the target, which would force the plate to swing out. Then you hit that plate that swung out, and it would not reset itself back into the middle. Then there was a swing out at the head that you would hit and knock it back in. That's what you were supposed to do. But when we arrived at this stage, our squad was informed by the ROs that previous experience was that if you didn't have full choke and at least number 7.5 shot, wasn't going to happen. Well, one of us, me, had a Mossberg 590 with a cylinder bore barrel, no option to change a choke, and a vest full of number 8 shot. So clearly the shotgun was not going to be working. So I decided that I would just do the whole stage with my pistol. I was so confident in doing it with my pistol, I actually zip stripped my shotgun to the side of my bag so I didn't have any sling issues since I had already blown the front of it off, as you saw back in Stage 7.
Ready. You're ready. Stand by. Unload, show clear.
Alright, that was frustrating. I'm not going to lie. You know, okay, the tomahawk didn't stick. I didn't see it stick for very many people. and I didn't see the shovel stick for anybody, so you were kind of accepting that penalty. The star stuck right in the neck, so that was a nice, pleasant thing. The first 2 racks of pins went down nice, as you saw. That second pin on the 3rd rack, though, he didn't want to go down. But once he did, the rest went down with it. And then is when the challenges started. When I got over to the 5 zombies in the woods, they weren't at distances too far for a pistol by any stretch of the imagination. It's just, if you'll pay close attention, you'll notice that several times I hit the gong in the center of the target to swing it out, and it just moves a little and falls back in place, requiring me to hit it again. And the same thing happens a couple times when I got to knock the gong back in, requiring a lot of extra shots. What's the problem with that? Time. Time is the problem. And as you notice, when I get to the last zombie, boom, out goes the plate, beep, boom goes in the second plate, and I didn't even get to shoot at the head plate. So took a failure to neutralize on that one as well. Very frustrating because it was right at the buzzer. I was confident. I'd hit my stride at that point. I was pretty sure it was going to go in. It's just there wasn't enough time to get it done. This ended up being a tough stage, both rifle and shotgun. On the rifle one, which you can go back and look at stage 5 if you'd like, my idea of gaming it didn't work, and I didn't understand the rules correctly. On Sunday, I had no choice but to game it, because I'm hearing from the ROs that my shotgun and ammo combination is not going to do the trick. All I was going to do is knock paint off the steel and not move the target. Well, risking 5 failure to neutralizes, had to trust in my pistol's ability to do it. I launched the rounds. I was using some Blazer brass ammo there, which is not known for being the most powerful 9mm ever marketed, and it showed. There were times you see the plates hit, you see the plates wobble a little bit, even flop out, but flop back in, and that just cost me. If I hadn't missed that one pin on the 3rd pin rack, and if I'd have got the swing outs when I hit them every time, yeah, I probably would have finished this stage in time. Would have been better if I could have done it with a shotgun and had shot and a choke that would have flung the targets out and back. Yeah, that would have been the optimal solution. But it's not the gun I brought, so I had to make do with what I had. We hope you found our coverage of Hesco's 2019 Zombie International 3 gun helpful and informative. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and tune in for when we do a gear review of what was used at the match.